Hi, it's Joel Hill again from CashFromHouses.com, Real Estate Investors Training. Talking to you right now about the second most common question that I get when I'm talking to new investors or people that are just interested in getting into real estate investing. And that question is, where do I find deals? And that is probably one of the questions that has more answers than anything I can ever think of. So I'm just going to talk about a few of the things that I do to find deals. The first one that I'm going to throw out there is just the quickest and easiest one, and that's the MLS. Looking for people that are already trying to find buyers, whether it be bank-owned foreclosures or other distressed properties or properties that have been listed in the MLS for quite a while that haven't found buyers. And these are the houses that are listed with real estate agents. The reason I don't think that a lot of people talk about MLS deals is because most of the time, if you're shopping through the MLS, the reason you're doing is because it's so easy. You can log onto your computer, you can do tailored searches, and you can find deals in a particular area, but you're not going to be able to find the deals that are the super home run deals that you're going to be able to brag amongst your real estate friends with. But nevertheless, with that said, I'll buy 6, 7, or 8 houses every year out of the MLS because it's easy and I can find deals that have a legitimate profit potential in them. Okay, or for instance, if I'm already doing a project in an area and I know that the market is real hot or I've got a lot of buyers calling me off of the house that I've got listed, I'll just log in and see if I can go find another deal that's in that same neighborhood. I can have the guys that are doing my construction work do both houses at the same time, so I can really leverage a lot of those advantages. Another way to find deals is to network with other investors, whether it be at your RIA club meetings, your real estate investment club meetings, seminars, workshops that you're attending, talking with people, getting business cards. If they're wholesalers or if they just have deals that they can't do or don't have the means to do, maybe you can pick them up from those people. There are pay websites that you can use, like myhousedeals.com and hotbargainproperties.com. Both of these sites, have message boards where other investors that have deals that they're trying to wholesale, bargain deals that they found that they're trying to find somebody to do the deal for. You can contact these people. A lot of times there's pictures. You can search by the areas, etc. You can also find websites that generate leads for you, whether they're doing internet marketing or other types of offline marketing to generate seller calls, generate people that have properties for sale, that they make their contact information available for you. You can go in, you can check it out, and see if there's something that you might want to buy. Or lastly, you can go and you can find them on your own. And that's really what separates newbie investors from the seasoned investors. Just about every real estate investor that I know that does deal after deal after deal has some sort of advertising that they're doing. Trouble is, if you're doing advertising, you're going to have to spend some money on it. The cheapest and easiest way to find deals is to do what we call driving for dollars, where you find an area that you like to invest in. You've identified that as a target market for you or for your investing style, and you just drive up and down the streets looking for distressed properties, looking for houses that have deferred maintenance, whether it be the lawns are overgrown, you got mail spilling out of the mailboxes, you can tell that nobody lives there, or you could just tell from the outside that there's quite a bit of deferred maintenance. Because again, if somebody has a house with deferred maintenance, it really doesn't have a quote-unquote retail value. They wouldn't just be able to stick a sign in the yard and have it appeal to the general public and the people that are looking for houses to buy that they're going to move into and live there. So driving for dollars, you can do mailings. The biggest mistake that I see a lot of investors make when it comes to mailings is they'll just blindly mail to a very large area without any kind of customization or tailoring that list to try to reduce it to the people that are more likely going to be target customers for them. For instance, I know that you can tailor your mailing list, so when I do mailings, I do the same thing. I take out zip codes that I don't want to buy houses in. I will make sure that I'm mailing to people that at least have enough equity, that if they do call me, I know that it's a potential deal. I don't have to spend a bunch of time on the phone with somebody just to have them tell me that they owe 95 to 105% of the value of the house, and there's nothing that I'm going to be able to do without having to do a short sale. So there's mailings. You can do door knocking, whether that's on the pre-foreclosure list, where you're getting the list of all the homes that are going to go to auction the next month, going down that list and going and knocking on doors trying to find sellers. You can look for vacant houses, whether you're paying bird dogs to go out and find these vacant houses for you, or you're doing your own driving, and then you're using some sort of method or mechanism to track down the owner, whether that be skip tracing accounts, whether that's using the tax records, or hiring other companies to find owners for you. You can put out bandit signs, and those are the signs that you see around neighborhoods that say "we buy houses" or other phrases that you're going to use to try to generate traffic. I've done that in the past. Typically, bandit signs, are more effective or less effective depending on the neighborhoods that you're in, which again is kind of a longer conversation. But you do see a lot of bandit signs. Newspaper ads. What are you going to put in the newspaper to get people to call you? If you flip through the newspaper, you'll see that there's already quite a few ads, but nevertheless, I do it. I get good responses from it. I buy houses off my newspaper ads every year. Bulk mailings, using third-party companies that are going to mail to entire zip codes for you. If you're going to do large-scale mailings where you are going to be mailing to entire zip codes and you're not going to be tailoring your list very well, you need to be using some sort of third-party company and not just paying the 41 cents per house times several thousand, because you'll probably go broke and you'll be real disappointed that you're not getting the same dollar-for-dollar return on your advertising. Now, that's kind of a quick run-through of some of the basic ways that you can go about finding deals. Obviously, that just scratches the surface. I mean, I could sit here for several hours and walk you through all the things that I've done that have been successful, the things that have not been successful as far as what my mailer says, tailoring my letters, my tickler file letters, how to identify the neighborhoods that are good to invest in, things like that. That is going to be a good component of the things that we're going to be doing in our 3-day live training event that you can find out more about by going to cashfromhouses.com right now. Read all about it, because we're going to be talking about the mailings that I do. I'm even going to give you samples of the letters that I send, samples of the postcards that I send. What are the frequencies that I send these letters? And how do I go through, like I mentioned, and take out all of the houses that I'm not going to be interested in because there's no equity? What are some of the key things that I search on and the criteria that I use when I'm doing these mailings, or when I'm driving for neighborhoods? What's the fastest and easiest way once you find a potential lead, meaning a house that has deferred maintenance or a house that you can tell is vacant? What is the next step in tracking down those owners? What do you say to the owners when you actually do get one of them to call you, etc.? And how do you turn these leads and the things that you're looking for into contracts and into deals that you can actually close on? So again, if you're not already doing those things, you should be, because you're missing out on deals. And you can find out exactly how to do it and save yourself a lot of headache and learning process by going to cashfromhouses.com.